our abbreviated version here on Friday, February 21st. So we do have one more Friday in February. One more week of February. Man, seniors are going to be graduating 3 months from today, maybe. Yes, 3 months. The big bro's out of here. More lie. All right, continuing our honing our skills that we should already have from pages 160 to 162. We left off yesterday on number 10. Number 10, we had 32 pieces of wood. They were all 1 foot long. How many rectangles could we make? There would be a perimeter of 32. We said it could be 1 by 15. Remember that long one? 15 and 1 is 16 times 2 is 32. We said it could be 8 by 8. It could be a square. So continuing with those questions, what would be the area of the garden if it was a square? I think it's part B. That's a rotten square. What would be the area, since we have 32 pieces of wood, the perimeter is 32, what's the area of that garden? 64 squared, right? Right? You with me? It's back to number 10. 64 square feet. What's the area of this one? Still the same perimeter. What's the area? It's only 15 square feet. Is that weird? You got the same amount of wood, and you can create a garden, gives you all that space to plant, 64 square feet, or you can take the same amount of wood and only get 15 square feet to plant, depending on how you construct it. That was the whole point to exercise 10. Obviously, this one would give you the most area. That's part C. And the last question says, the difference in appearance, you've got a square and then you've got a really long, narrow one, right? All right, now what you're doing today. Number 11, which set of integers is listed in order from least to greatest? Only one of those is properly listed from least to greatest. Hint, it's not A. What do you think? Kira? It's D, minus 10. If you're not real clear about negative integers yet, think temperature. Which of those temperatures would be the coldest? Which is the least? Minus 10, right? Up to 0. Thankfully, this year we haven't had any of those days yet, and we don't want them. You would rather have better weather than miss 1 day of school. Okay. Number 12. What's the value of this expression? What'd you get? Noel, what'd you get for 12? What'd you get? No. What'd you get for 12? Brett? No. What'd you get for 12? Jaden? It is F. Let's see why. Ready? We've got negative 39, negative 61, negative 24. You're adding them all together, right? Here's a strategy. Add all the negatives together first, so you're not constantly changing rules. So, because since you're adding, hello, anybody out there? Yeah. Is adding commutative? Yeah. That means you can do it anyway, right? So here's a strategy. Instead of going from negative and thinking of the rules, okay, combine them, keep the sign, and then change them. Get all the negatives together, and you get negative 124. Now you only got to use the rule one time. Signs are different. Find the difference. The difference between 124 and 74 is 50. And the negative sign was on the 124. So it's negative 50. F. Number 13. A seal dove 120 meters beneath the surface of the sea. Dove. Did I say dove? Yeah. That's why I was like, what am I reading? A seal dove 120. You thought it was a joke? Yeah. So I know. A seal dove 120 meters beneath the surface of the sea. Then it ascended 90 meters. What's the elevation of the seal? It went 120 meters down. Ascended 90 meters. David.
B.
B. It's 30 meters below sea level. Number 14. Is everybody listening? Are you checking to see you got them right? Yep. Number 14. The value of the expression when A is -4, B is 8, C is -6. Anybody confident? Nobody's confident in their answer for 14. David?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
G.
No. I'm sorry.
We're gonna try.
I'm sorry to kill your joy, David, but G is not correct. Spencer? No.
I know what it is. It's F.
Zacchaeus? Were you hoping you'd get 1 out of 2 there?
Yeah.
Oh. Why is it -38? What is 3 times -6? -18. What is 3 times -4? What? -12. So far we've got, let me find it again. We've got -18 and -12, which is -30, minus 8. -30 minus 8, -38. Hello, ladies, are you getting that? Because we didn't get the answer right to number 14 until the 3rd try. And there's only 4 possibilities. You got it, Jordan?
Yeah.
-18 and -12 is -30.
Yeah.
You go from -30 degrees down 8, -38. Number 15. What'd you get for 15, Jonathan? What is it again? B. Yeah. 21, and it's negative, because when you divide and you got 2 different signs, the answer is always negative, right, Fidel? Number 16, Micah. Which one of those expressions is the same thing, is equivalent to, is going to give you the same answer? Tough one. That means you had to go through, well, you might not have had to go through them all. Hint. Hint. You might not have had to go through them all. Did you get F, or did you just pick up on my hint? You got F? Good. The answer is F. You wouldn't have had to go through them all. You would have to figure out what is -3 plus 5. That's 2. Follow this, Jordan. -3 plus, look at it. -3 plus 5 is 2. Minus -2 is actually plus 2. So now you got 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 7. -3. Now go to F. -3 minus -2 is actually -3 plus 2. That's -1. Minus 7, -8. Plus 5, -3. Number 17. Which one is equivalent to 5 minus 3x plus 4 minus 2y minus x? This time, you still wouldn't have had to go through all of them to find one that's equal. So they made it a little easier. Or they didn't make it too difficult. David? Okay, David, did you hear my hint? You still wouldn't have had to go through all of them to find the equivalent. Seth? No. Seth took the hint at least and chose A. Noah? Did you get B, Noah, or you?
Nope.
Okay.
I got B.
All right, I got to stop.
Why is it D?
Stop. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run out of time. That is 2 in a row that we're guessing. What is 5 minus 3x plus 4 minus 2y minus x? 5 minus 3x plus 4. Okay, really, stop. We're not doing this to pass time. We're doing this because these are skills you should have had 3 months ago. Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Cute. I thought it had to.
Yeah. Sorry. Tell her if it's something else, I'll communicate. Okay, listen, focus. Spence, focus. People, fifth grade. Middle school. This has to be conquered, and we're not doing it. Ready? What can I combine here?
-3 and a negative.
And the X and the 3. Negative 3.
I can combine the 5 with the 4. What's 5 plus 4?
9.
I can combine the negative. There we go again. I can combine the negative 3x and the,
Negative 1.
what's that?
Negative 4x.
Negative 4x. And then I've got a negative 2y. It says the match for that is B, 9. Whichever way you write it, 9 minus 4x. You with me? 9 minus 4x minus 2y. Because essentially you're adding, so you could look at it as 9 plus negative 4x plus negative 2y, which still ends up, this is the same thing. These two are the same.
Why wouldn't it be D? 3x minus x? Well, you're actually adding it.
Because it says minus 2x. Where are you getting a minus 2x?
I'm not.
Well, you just said, why couldn't it be D?
Oh, because 3x minus x is 2x.
No, negative 3x, dear, minus x is negative 4x. Everybody got that?
Yes.
That's why the answer was B. Number 18. Which one's equivalent to negative? Turn around, David. Negative 3 times 2x plus 4. Come on, this one should be easier. Distribute that through there. Brett? No.
I know.
Rachel? No.
What? H. Oh, yeah. I got H.
Negative 3. Look, you guys start chattering at the absolute worst time. Stop. This isn't going away. This is next week. This is next year. This is forever. You got to conquer this. This cannot be still a sticking point. Jonathan, what's the word? We're going to take negative 3 times 2x. Come on, we can't be going into March not knowing what negative 3 times 2x is. What's negative 3 times 2x? Negative 6. Who said negative 6? Negative 6x. What's negative 3 times 4?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. So which one of those is negative 6 minus 12?
H.
H. We're just guessing. Number 19. Which points have a y-coordinate of negative 2 in the coordinate plane? Which of those points has a y-coordinate of negative 2? Remember, x, run, then jump. The x-axis is horizontal and the y is vertical. Which points on there have a y of negative 2? Noel. What's the letter D? It's C and D. Look, they're the ones that are in the negative. They're under the x-axis. That means their y value is negative 2. Now, next, number 20. The point negative 3, 6 is in which quadrant? Remember, when they're both positive, that's the first quadrant. And then you go clockwise or counterclockwise? Counter. 2, 3, 4. So which quadrant is negative 3, 6? The answer is it's in quadrant 2, G. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be up there somewhere in quadrant 2. Number 21. The mean elevation. That doesn't mean it's not nice. It's the average elevation. So what'd you get? Yeah, they got the answer in a decimal. You can have a fraction or decimal. Yeah. No. This will be impressive if any of you actually got it. Yeah. 3.4 meters. 3.4 meters. Okay. If you didn't get 3.4 anywhere close, again, what's the strategy you should use? Take all the negatives, add those together. Ready? Follow me here, Isaac. 40, 15, 10, that's 55, 65, 85. 85 and 86 is 171. You got that? So I added all the negatives, and I got negative 171. And then I add all the positive elevations. 195. And the other one's a 0, right? With me? So if I add those together, what do I get? 24. And how many elevations was I adding up there? 7. That's how you get 3.4. It's going to be 3.429. Because Brett knows when he gets a remainder of 3, he's 3 for 7, he's hitting 429. So it's 3.4 rounded to the nearest 10. Everybody got that one?
Yeah.
The strategy, when you have all those different negatives and positives, add up all the negatives together, then the positives together. Pete, turn the page, and we've got a few minutes left. Number 22. You were supposed to make a graph yourself, plotting the points A, B, C, and D, and it should have formed a rectangle. And because I'm running out of time, if this was your, if you made an axis, your rectangle should look something like that. Just to the left of the y-axis. Does anybody have anything that looks like that? You're going to have a straight line going from -1, because your x's were -1. Got that? So this is your 0. Number 20. Oh, then you got to find the length, the width, but I don't have time to do that right now. Go down to number 23. The value of n in that equation. Lauren. No. Kira. No.
It's easy.
N minus 34 equals -17. Right here in the middle. How do I get rid of the -34? Add 34. This is going. Does n not equal 17? Ladies and gentlemen, look right here. Focus. This is like the absolute basic foundation. Like, we're going back to when you first learned how to do equations in 3rd and 4th grade. It's one step. It's not even 2 steps. How do you get rid of what's attached to the letter? You do the opposite. Do the same to both sides. Add 34, add 34. We can't stay in review forever. We don't care if we learn anything. We just want the test back.
No, they're not right.
Hey, I actually smiled grading the test today. Actually, I mean, if you heard or were paying attention, I almost let out a huge cheer.
You did let us.
I
Dominic.
And like, she was very excited for my money.
What's up, dog?
It's in the gym. Oh, yay.
We'll blame it on
Oh, I
Steve.
forgot it's reason.
Maybe you should put more emphasis on math.
It was,
Oh, well, that's even worse.
no, we didn't have a lesson today. We cleaned out our lockers and then at the end we just had to read. But yeah, respect it. What is this? And what is it? It's
Might get stale.
Mr. Franken, the CEO of getting stuff and not eating it.
Yeah. Sit down there, Carabin.
Oh, you're bad. What did he do this time?
It's an accumulation.
It's alright. When you're older, you'll be telling everyone of how you were the bad kid. And then
What amazing things God did for you.
yeah.
Except, we don't want to wait till you're over, Fairman. Because why would you want to go through this? So now what happened? Listen, we talked about this before. You might not think that it's a...
You know, you say this like this. We talk about this.